Hello, Naked Parent Nation, and welcome to today's episode of the Naked Parent Podcast. My name's Chad Ratliff, and I'm your host. And on today's show, we're going to keep it real, we're going to be authentic, and we're going to talk about the bond between a mom and her special needs child or children. But before I introduce you to our guest today, who I'm very excited to talk to, let me start by sharing our community's preamble. Naked Parent Nation is a worldwide community of parents raising children with all kinds of needs. We come together to share our naked truth, support our fellow parents, and inspire the inner growth that each of us needs to build the life and family of our dreams. For the parents that are struggling, we want you to know that we will love you until you can love yourself. For your children, we pray and send power from our collective group. As we come to understand our divine nature, we realize that there's no need to feel sorry for ourselves, be angry, or feel lack. We come to understand that our feelings of limitation and separation are only in our minds. Through self-realization, we expand our consciousness so that the challenges that perplex us today dissipate one by one until we're able to see and experience gratitude and beauty in everything just as it is. We have the power to create any kind of life we want for ourselves and our families. We do this by living in the naked present moment, one day at a time. Esther and Jerry Hicks call it the science of deliberation, and we call it the answer to all of our prayers. So let's continue with a short breathing exercise and short meditation to get in the right space. So if you sit up straight, with a straight spine, take a couple deep breaths, let your eyes close, and focus on that third eye between your eyebrows. And today we're going to do, I think, what's called box breathing. And that's where we're going to breathe in for a count of 6, and if that's too long, then do less. If you can do more, do more. We're going to breathe out for a count of 6. We're going to breathe in for a count of 6, and we're going to hold our breath for a count of 6. All right, so here we go. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to do it one more time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you're going to hold it. You're going to count it in your head. 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you're going to do it on your own. And go ahead and do 3 cycles. And then we're just going to let our breathing go back to its natural way of breathing and just focus on that third eye center. And this is perfect because we all have real lives happening with real kids, and we still need to make space for ourselves so that we can be the best parent we can be. Just let your breathing go natural and just feel that peace. I'm really excited to get to our show today, but it's really important to me and many parents in Naked Parent Nation to take that time. And meditation has changed my life. It's rewired who I am. And I just want to get as many people into it as possible.
Yes, it's really important. Meditation is key.
So I'd like to introduce you all to Sherrell Bussey, who is 33. She's a single mom of two, and one of them is severely autistic. He believes the key to his progress is the energy and love that they share together. She's positive. She says she's stubborn. She believes perseverance and determination with these kids allows them to achieve everything. Lately, she quit her job and is currently studying speech therapy to help her child and more children in the same situation. This is her passion, and I can't wait to have our conversation. Welcome to the show, Sherrell.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm so glad to be here. Thank you.
Yes. So you're into meditation and yoga yourself?
Oh, yes. I've been doing it ever since I've been 19. So I'm
Wow.
key into it. I love it.
How'd you get into
I actually had it's kind of weird, but maybe not to everyone, but not to me. But I got into meditation when I met a psychic. And from then on, I just been into just spiritual things, and I love it. Like, I love all life. I sometimes even walk out of the house like barefooted just to do it. It's just I like earthly things, so meditation is very very key, and yoga is too as well. So yes,
And where are you calling in from?
I'm calling in from Minnesota. So yeah, I'm in Minnesota right now. I'm originally from New Jersey, so been in Minnesota for a while.
Nice. And you have two kids. What are the ages?
Yes, I have a lot of kids, but but I
Can't wait
have
to hear more about
Aiden. Yeah, I have Aiden. He's soon to be 4, and then I have my daughter. She's 15. So yeah.
do you mind if I ask who the other is that a lot of kids too?
Yeah, no. Actually I'm actually with child. So yeah, I'm soon to have another baby soon, and
Oh, congratulations.
thank you. Thank you. So my baby soon to be due November 16th. So
Wow. Oh, that's awesome.
mhm.
Um, are both of your children on the spectrum or just the youngest?
Just Aiden at the moment. So yeah, he's on the spectrum.
And when can you tell us a little bit about, I mean, was your pregnancy normal,
No.
difficult pregnancy, or was it
To be frank and honest with you, when I had Aiden, well, actually carrying Aiden, he was breached. So, when it was time to deliver, the doctors they decided to want to, spin him around so that so I can have him natural, so he doesn't be breached. And from then on, it kind of went kind of bad, and I had to do like an emergency C-section, and
wow? Yeah,
hmm
heavy stuff. And then um, tell us a little bit about his first year. Did anything show up in the first year that you recognized as different than what you were planning on?
yeah, actually, the first year it seemed like he was on the milestone. He was doing well, and then I started noticing some things. Like at first, he was babbling a little bit, and then like he just stopped. He stopped like within the second year, like no clapping, no hello, just stop talking.
Did it for my child, for one of them, it was like the lights went out. I mean, he used to pray with us. I look at pictures, it's almost really hard to look at some of the pictures because he's looking at you smiling and then the lights went out. Was it similar or did he just stop doing some of the things he was doing?
He just stopped. Like it was just like I, I seen the smile, and then I just seen more crying, and just him just not being able to do what a normal child would do. And from then on, it's just been, well, I went through a roller coaster. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like this was pretty new to me. It's still kind of new to me, but I noticed the change. And at first I was really, really sad about it. And then like just days went on, and now he's soon about to be 4, and now I'm just like, okay, like I had to take it for what it is. So he's nonverbal. So it's like some days he'll repeat hello if you tell him hello. Like, it's not like a thing to where like he'll come to you like, hi, like how are you doing? Like, no.
Um, is there a connection between the two of you?
Me and Aiden.
Yes.
Yes, me and him is like this.
Uh,
Like we're like this. Like literally, like that's my baby. Like, he's with me 24/7, 7 days out the week. I can't even go to the bathroom by myself. Like, I'm kind of like his blanket.
that's
So
awesome.
yeah.
Um, um, so you got sad. Did that get to depression? Did it get real dark,
Yes, it did. It really
lonely?
did. I'm not gonna even lie to you. Talking about it almost makes me want to cry because just knowing, because it's a mother's intuition with any parent. Like, when you see something change drastically just out of nowhere, it's like, "Oh, what's going on with my child?" And then I'm just like, hold on, did I do something wrong? Like, you start to feel guilty, and just some days like I would just sit in my room and I'll just cry to myself, and nobody knew, not even my fiance or my other children, and they just didn't know, and I just keep it to myself. And then talking about it to other people was kind of like taboo in a way, because like a lot of people are not really educated to it, so that kind of depressed me out a little bit. And this is why I became an advocate for my son, and I don't care anymore. Like I love my son to pieces. I don't care if it's going to take a lifetime just to hear mom, or just to hear, I love you. Like, and I always talk with people about it. And I even made a YouTube channel for Aiden. So it's called Waking Up to Aiden. So that's coming along a little bit. Got to put some more videos out there. But yeah, I used to really get really depressed. I did in the
Yeah.
beginning. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't judge. I did everything. I mean, I've went addiction, the nasty divorce, the depression. So did did you find a community? How'd you start finding out about what to do? Um, did somebody step into your life? How have you gotten from where there to where you are today?
So what I did was I did a lot of research. I'm not gonna lie. Like last year and the year before, like when I found out that my son was diagnosed with autism, I went on YouTube. I joined into groups on Facebook, autism groups. Basically made new friends that had children that has autism, and I just got really proactive with it. And from then on, nothing's gonna stop here. Like I'm on it. Like I feel better, because I'm not alone, because when you first get this, you do feel alone a little bit, because it's just like, oh my gosh, because you just don't know. Like you just happens, So yeah, I joined in plenty of groups. So that's how I got more resources and stuff for him.
That's great. I'm glad that you found that. I think that's why I started the show, really, just because of that time period that's so heavy. I mean, it's so heavy. I mean, it's just unless a parent has a special needs child and went through it, it shouldn't. You can't understand that feeling and all the thoughts that go through your head.
Mhm.
Um, so you are moving into a new line of work to
Yeah.
help your son and other people.
Hmm.
Tell us a little bit about when you made that decision and where you're at in the process with that.
So right now, I used to work outside of home. Now I'm doing remote work because at the end of the day, like it's kind of hard to find like daycares for him because I kind of stay in a rural area. So there's not like a bunch of daycares of any of that nature. So basically I stay home with my son. And also to I started to research more and look into doing PCA for my son because it was really hard to find like a PCA worker to come out and give me that extra space or get the hours that he could get. And with me being in a rural area, there's not a lot of people that are PCA that wants to come out to me. So I decided to do PCA work along with me doing other work at home. And then also too, I'm educating myself to get my Scrum Master. So I'm learning how to do that so I could be more IT and do a lot of soft skills in technology. So
Awesome. What's PCA stand for?
personal care assistant.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Um, can you tell us like um, what is a what is a bad day? What's a difficult day with Aiden look like? How does he roll?
Oh, it could get hectic. Even right now, I don't know if you can hear in the background, like he's crying right now. So it's like because he's used to being around me, but on a day to day basis, knowing that Aiden he's nonverbal, he'll get up and just start crying, just out of nowhere, and start pinching, sometimes kicking. Um, he can be combative sometimes. Um, there's times where I have to, hold him and hug him and just talk to him, just tell him, it's going to be okay. And then once when I do that, and sometimes give him his space a little bit, he comes into himself, and that's when he plays with his blocks and tries to self-soothe himself. He does a lot of stimming, but there's times where his behavior can be a little bit out of control to where that we have to let him just be.
You told us that you're into yoga and meditation. Is that the you know, I like to ask, I like to showcase what parents do to care for themselves.
Mhm.
Um, is that how you care for yourself? Are there other things you do to that you can share with Naked Parent Nation so that they can get some tips and tricks?
Yes, first things first, put God first. Like pray, do a lot of prayer. Set out a goal for yourself. Like every day I set out a goal. I always tell myself, you know what, I'm about to go just drink my favorite tea. Like I like to drink teas. I like to eat my favorite foods because in this process of dealing with people or children that's your own with special needs, it can be difficult. You can forget who you are. So the best bet is to always do yoga, do meditation, go for a walk, go to that mall. Like don't forget like to do things for you, like because sometimes people forget that you know you might care for someone else, but you got to care for yourself first.
Yes. Are there any aha moments that you've had along the way that you can think of that,
When it came down to Aiden,
yeah, that maybe helped you over some hurdles or gave you new insights or perspective shifts?
yeah, take them out. Like, I had to learn, like, because at first I was just like, oh my gosh, like I was staying in the house more because, with this COVID and being remote, you want to stay at home, but no, go outside. I take Aiden out everywhere I go, like literally, like singing to Aiden, dancing with Aiden, like playing games with Aiden, hide and seek. Like I noticed when I did that, like he start coming along more, like his temperament start, coming down a little bit more. Like I treat him just like any other normal child, like playing with him, spinning him, doing everything with him. Like that was my aha moment because I'm like, oh, okay, he's thinking still, he's still there, like. So just take the time out just to love on them. Like, they need a lot of love and a lot of care, and just being their support system and just being there for them. That's a blessing.
Yeah. I know for me, it's you don't get like eye contact and a feeling of connection. Like one of the hardest things for me is I don't know if my boy's happy or sad sometimes, and because of that, it's easy to stop doing those things that help you connect.
Mhm.
And I admire and commend you for just saying no. We're gonna dance. We're gonna sing. We're gonna
Mhm.
walk. Um, and it inspires me to try and do more with my son. So thank you.
Yes. Yes.
Um, is there
Stop that.
is there anything that you believe to be true that other parents don't think is true?
You know what? I believe I have faith. I know my son's going to start talking. I know he is. And I know he's going to get that first date or go to college. And I know he's going to be bigger than life. Like, I have that feeling. I know that in my heart. So, for all parents out there, do not give up on your kids, especially kids with special needs. Have faith. I know for a fact things can change, and I believe in God. I really do.
That's awesome. What's something that you guys are working on that you're excited about? Like, what are you excited about with as it relates to Aiden and being his mom?
You know what? I'm excited that he's going to be starting school next year. So they told me that he's going to be doing 2 days. There's going to be a teacher following him, I believe. And then also too, I know there's some parents out there that might be against ABA therapy. He is going to be starting ABA therapy in August. So August 10th, he's going to be doing that. And then also too, I'm excited that I might be taking my baby to Disney World. So I'm taking him on a trip. That's my number one dream goal is to take all my kids, get in an RV, and start traveling the world.
Awesome. So let me tell you, yesterday I interviewed a lady who specializes in going to all these attractions and getting in for free. She says that movies, Disney, all the theme parks, um, I forget what it's called, but basically, like a caregiver can be a parent,
Yes.
and caregivers get in free if you bring like a diagnosis or something that. Um, and she says sometimes they all get in for free and you don't have to wait in line. They don't make you wait in lines. They give you kind of that fast pass. So I don't know if
Yes.
you know about this. Do you know about that?
Oh yes, I researched that too. I'm telling you, I research everything because I'm not gonna lie, my life has changed a little bit. So it's like now that I know what my son, what he's going through, I research everything. So that was the first thing that I wanted to know because with his condition, it's like how is he going to be able to stand in line? You
Yeah.
know what I mean? What's the back end? So yes, that's really important. So even to add on, even with parents, like yes, there are things out there, resources that can get your child what they need, and it can help you too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Cool. Well, I'm glad that you knew about that. Um, we usually ask somebody for their favorite quote or saying, and yours was be authentic.
yes,
I feel
yes.
I feel connected to be authentic. That's where the name of the show came from, is
Mhm.
keeping it real. How have you always been straight up and authentic?
Yes, yes. I even take my fakeness sometimes. That's a part of being authentic too. Like, we all have different feelings and we come with all these different traits. But yeah, I'm sorry. I'm gonna be me regardless. I'm not gonna be, no, this is what you see, this is what you get. Okay.
Love it.
This is I'll tell you, even off camera on, this is me. So Yes, be yourself. You only got one life, you know. Don't you not be fake, but be yourself.
Before I forget, after the show, can you email me the link to your YouTube page so that the parents can check out what you're doing?
Yes, I can do that. Yes, I can. We're gonna be having some more videos. It's called Waking Up to Aiden, and just seeing the progress. You get to see the struggles, you get to see the laughs, the crying moments.
Waking up to Aiden. How do you spell Aiden?
It's Aiden.
Okay. Um, and if you could email it, that'd be great. It should be an easy enough name. But I got 7 kids, and so
Oh yeah.
yeah, within 6 years of age.
Oh, that's a blessing. No, you're
Oh,
blessed.
it's so amazing! It's so amazing, and what's even more amazing is realizing it's amazing. Because there
Yes.
was a time where I felt like I just got sentenced. I was the victim and I just didn't grow and life was terrible. And with nothing changing but perspective, everything changed.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Amazing.
kids will make you feel. I'm telling you, they're a blessing, and especially when they get up, they're gonna be taking care of you.
Yeah.
You know,
I
you
think.
ain't got nothing to worry about. You are blessed.
Yeah. Amazing. So we do like just to get more of your thoughts and opinions, kind of a lightning round where you give one word to one sentence answer to a few questions. Are you up for it?
Sure.
What's the best advice you have received?
The best advice that I have received is that knowing sometimes I feel like I'm not where I want to be, but when I look at it, I know that I'm successful in anything that I want to do. And I'm not trying to put it out there, but you are your own God. So at the end of the day, you make your choices. So if you want to take the left path or you could take the right path, it's up to you.
I like that. What online course topic would you sign up for today if it was available?
The online course that I signed up today, because some online courses be for free. But the online course I signed up today is just trying to I want to become rich. I do. But, you know, I'm well off, but I want to know how it feels to be rich. Like, well, what are the real steps? What do you got to do? But I know you got to crawl before you walk. So,
You're on
wishful
the path.
thinking.
Do you have a top resource or recommendation to share with other parents?
Top resource recommendations. I mean, there is a group. I can't really think off my head. I should have wrote it down, but recommendations in I think would be best is to basically if you're on Facebook and you have a child that has special needs, join in some groups. For real, joining groups. There's good groups out there for you.
I,
There's people that will really help and support. Yeah.
I think that's a great suggestion. What's the next thing on your list that you want to add for your individual well-being?
My next thing on my list is to basically get my Scrum Master certificate. Um, Still stay at home with Aiden because I already put in my mind that he's gonna be with me forever. I know he's not gonna go anywhere. So just basically just succeed in the tech world, in the techs we need more, women of color. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just get into this more technology and just strive and keep continuing to take care of Aiden and being his advocate for the rest of my life.
Yeah, I think you were definitely cut out to to do that. You're fun to talk to, and
Thank you.
what's one thing you think would improve your life if you did it or had it?
As far as Aiden, or
Anything?
I like my life. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wouldn't change anything because at the end of the day, like, I'm not gonna lie, I had a little rough little past a little bit, but I had a great upbringing. But I wouldn't change anything in my story. I'm gonna be honest with you. I love my life.
I love
Even
that.
when I'm going through difficulties, I still wake up and look in the mirror and say, I love you, Sherrell.
That's awesome.
Because without my struggles, without my mistakes, I wouldn't be who I am today.
That's awesome. My latest mantra, and when I heard it, I, I didn't get it all the way, but my latest mantra is there is absolutely nothing in my life that isn't working perfectly.
Hmm.
And when I first heard it, I'm like, wait a second. But then I'm like, no, everything's flowing. I'm learning from it all. Like God knows what he's doing.
Yes, he does.
So, so who am I to say that something's not going right? And most of the difficult things that I went through were the things that gave me the biggest consciousness lift or the biggest growth opportunities. So that's my mantra. There's absolutely nothing in my life that isn't working perfectly. So if I
Hmm.
get a little funny or my my eyebrows start to crinkle or something like that, I say it, and then I say, oh well, no, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing
Hmm.
wrong.
You're still here.
Do you have a favorite product that you use for yourself or your child that you just love and couldn't live without?
Okay, I got a lot of products, but I'm gonna tell you one product that I do like. I do like this one company called Ritual, and it basically is. I actually met the co-founder. I don't know her name off the top of my head. I'm so sorry, but I met her one time in Cali, and I was actually in a Uber cab ride with her at the time, and she actually offered me some vitamins, and these vitamins are so good. They're good for women and children too, as well. So I had bought Aiden these one ritual they're gummies, and with him having autism, he's a picky eater. He doesn't eat like hamburgers or fish and stuff like that. So with these vitamins, it's supposed to implement what he is not getting. So yeah, rituals, check that out.
All
That company is great.
awesome. Um, I've really enjoyed the conversation. I feel like I know you better. I hope that we can stay connected down the road and get some updates and check out your YouTube page. Are there anything that we talked about or just anything on your heart that you want to share with Naked Parent Nation in closing?
Yeah, so anyone that wants to feel free to reach out to me can. Like, I'm a talkative person, as you can see. So I love talking to walks of life. I love educating people. I just love, just being able to help someone, especially someone that's going through kind of what I'm going through, especially if someone just started off finding out like, oh my God, my son or my daughter has autism, what to do. Come and talk to me. Like, and I'm here.
What's the best way to connect with you?
You can connect with me on Facebook, Sherrell Bussey. I go by that, or you can contact me through email, sherrellbussey@gmail.com.
Awesome. And one more time, the name of the YouTube channel.
It's called Waking Up to Aiden.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Aiden's a lucky boy. I can just feel
Yes.
he's a lucky boy, and you're a great mom, and you inspire
Thank
me to be a
you.
better dad. And I appreciate you taking the time to
Thank
be with us
you.
today. And I'd love to stay connected.
Yes, yes, likewise. Thank you so much for having me on your show. Thank you.
Peace and blessings to you and your family.
You too.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.